Ladies and gentlemen, I hope all of you are having a great day. It is very lovely to be back, and I'm very excited. I was really busy, and I have been busy for the past month. That is why I was not able to upload the video match reaction of our final match of the season, Ahmad versus Zenit St. Petersburg. We were able to win the match in a comfortable 3-0 victory, but unfortunately we finally lost our league title, and Krasnodar ended up winning their match, and our hope was done. Now, real quick, I will give you my reaction of the match. So far, so good. It wasn't anything out of the ordinary. It was just still a normal victory. I think Ahmad were a bit disappointing, so that is why I'm not that impressed, because I feel like Ahmad usually plays better. I just don't understand exactly why their effort was poor today. Well, not today. I meant to say that match. Usually they always give us a very hard time, but we were able to get a comfortable 3-0 victory against Ahmad. I will be honest. First things first, I will admit and I will say that I am glad that Krasnodar won the championship, and they are the league winners, and they are the champions of Russia. They deserve it. They have a great club, they have a great system, and they have a manager who has been trying for a long time. And their fans are amazing. I will say this. I do not have any personal feeling against them. I will be honest, I did think that they were going to choke, since last season they choked. But they got it done this year, and it's refreshing to see. Now for us, well, before I talk about this, I do want to congratulate Krasnodar and their fans on a lovely victory, and congratulations on being champions of Russia. Now for us, it is definitely a humbling experience. Even if we did win the championship, even if we were the champions of Russia, honestly speaking, we would not have been deserving of such trophy, because this season has been absolutely terrible for us. The consistency, the system of our club has been quite shocking, has been quite poor. There's no consistency. Some matches we have dominant, but we're lucky because we have a great squad that can bail us out. So let's say we are playing a bad game, but we have a very talented squad. Even if we do play a very weak game, we're still able to get the victory because we have a great squad. And the other club might be playing better than us. They might be playing better football than us. But just because they have a weaker squad, and just because we have a stronger squad, we get away with a lot. So I feel like for Zenit fans, it's a bit frustrating because we're not able to judge our club perfectly because of the fact that we always get a lot of talent. I am lucky. I do feel lucky that I am able to witness a lot of great players coming in and out of my club. But I still feel like it should be deserved. And I'm very realistic with my predictions and my opinions. I try not to be biased. I love Zenit. I'm very loyal to Zenit, but I always show respect to where talent is all about. The only team I don't like is Spartak Moscow. Those people, I don't like them. They don't like us. We don't like them. It's always going to be a derby. It's always going to be heated. So that's it. Besides that, any other club, Ahmad, Dinamo Mahachkala, Fakiel, I know they probably got relegated. They had a tough season, but them, Kazan, there's so many great clubs out there. So I do not have anything personal, but I just feel like it's just difficult at times to have a proper reaction to the season. But this season was definitely, well, not just this season, but also the past few seasons have been very difficult for us, and the system just is very boring. Like there's so many matches where Zenit, like I always say, I've been saying it all season long, where it's just matches that are super boring to watch, where it's like I'm watching and there's like nothing much happening. It's just the ball just going in the back passes there and there, but that's not football. And I know what football is all about. For many of you who don't know, the reason why I've been so busy in these past few weeks, this whole month, was because I am also a local football manager slash coach, whatever is more comfortable for you guys, for you ladies and gentlemen. So I do know, like, my first year was difficult. Second year I had a lot of improvement, and now my third, almost my third year going into, I feel much more confident. I have much more confidence. I understand the game better. Being a coach is very difficult. Being a fan, I've been a fan almost all my life. I love football with my whole heart. But being a coach is a whole different thing. You have to be on it every single week. You have to have great formations. You have to be on top of it. You have to be focused. You have to listen to your players. You have to be confident in your ability. There's some weeks it's gonna be difficult, some weeks are not. And now our summer season has started, so that's why I have to be more focused on my preparation, just like Sergei Semak. Now talking about Sergei Semak, I think he's done. He's the reason why our system is so horrible and boring, because he does not have pressure on his seat. He knows that however mistake he may done, and often I feel like he gets saved by his players because of how good the squad is. And because of that, Sergei Semak tends to be a bit more lazy because he knows that he will not get fired, that he has chances after chances after chances. And that's kind of unacceptable. And that I feel like is kind of unprofessional from our board. It is the same issue with hockey and with football. Football, at least we have more success. Hockey is a bit different. That I will make another video about that. That I also have some good news about St. Petersburg SKA. But the management itself, I just feel like it's very, very difficult, the management, and I feel like they take too much time. They don't have any sense of urgency. They don't have any competition. But it is normal. You know, when you have talent in your hands, you don't necessarily need to stress out, because you know, like, you have a cushion. But a club like Akhmat, a club like Rubin Kazan, Fakiel, those smaller clubs, they have a lot of pressure. They have to make a name for themselves. So this is my reaction so far. I also heard that Alexander Sutormin will be leaving the club, and Bakayev. I'm very disappointed about these two. Sutormin is a legend at the club almost. He's a fantastic player with great experience, and I don't understand why we let him go. He has great maturity. There's many other players that should be leaving the club. There's many players that are like, I feel like Sabaliev, he was a great player. He hasn't done much. Like, his goal scoring is kind of really bad. It is really bad. And also Bakayev, very underrated. He may not be a superstar, but he's a player who puts effort every single shift. So I'm very disappointed to see. I'm very sad to see. So I do want to thank them. I do want to say Большое спасибо for all the service they have done for Zenit, and we're going to remember them. They have done a great contribution, and we will definitely miss them, and we hope and wish the absolute best in their careers. But we need to have some signings. We have to sell some players. Maybe if we do sell Bakayev and Sitormin like we have done, I expect some big signings to come in. Like, we need some reinforcement in the defense, especially, and also midfielder. I feel like we need to go through a recession, meaning we have to reconstruct our squad. We have to start brand new. We have to start by letting go of Sergei Semak. We have to fire him and just start brand new with a newer coach, newer ideas, fresher systems. Because every year is the same year. Last year the same thing, the year before the same thing. Semak is just not changing, and his substitution is always the same. There's always the same strategy. And with that, you cannot never be successful with such strategies. So this is my reaction for the 2024-2025 season. It was a horrible season. There were some good moments. There were some very fun matches, but overall, very disappointing season. A season I would definitely say that need to humble us. It definitely did humble us. It just shows that we're not untouchable as we think we are. I'm talking strictly about the manager, but also the players. There's many players in there that have no passion for the club, that do not play strong. They do not play for the kit. They do not play for the logo. They do not play for the badge. They're not proud to wear our shirt. Those players need to go. We all know who these players are. We see them. So I do not really necessarily need to point them out. But it's not just one player. There's a few players. So that's why I rather have some smaller players who are passionate rather than have big names. So what I'm expecting this offseason, some good sellings and some good players coming in. We need a lot of help defensively and midfield wise. Our goalkeeper is fantastic, Latif Shonok, and then we have backup as Denis Adamov, and then we have our legend himself, Kirjakov, who can just sit back and relax. He has a well-deserved break. For so many years, he has saved us. For so many years, he has been a club legend, him and his brother. They're two big legends of the club. Now he can just sit back and take it loosely. All the pressure now is on Latif Shonok, who is an absolute brick wall. And I'm very glad and happy to have him at the club. So, number one, I would just say the next thing we need to do is get rid of Sergei Semak. Or we need to just give him a warning. We have to be like, hey, if you do not perform next season, if you do not have a new system of football, because if you want to be successful, you have to adapt. And so far, he has shown no adaptability. So we have to tell Sergei Semak, either you adapt or you're done. So that's pretty much my reaction. And I do apologize for not being able to put my reaction for the Ahmad match. I don't really need to say much. I mean, anyways, it was disappointing. I did think that, I was thinking maybe Krasnodar, there would be a chance they would choke. But I'm also glad. I mean, they deserve it. They worked hard for it, so why not? So congratulations to them and their fans. And большое спасибо to all the Zenit fans. If there's any big news coming from Zenit, I shall make a video. But so far, that should be the only video, since that is the end of the season. I made a video on that. I just told you everything I need, anything and everything that needs to be changed about this season, and then what do we expect for this off season. A lot of signings, a lot of sellings, and a lot of management changes, and especially in the mentality as well. So, большое спасибо to all Zenit fans. Thank you for a good season. We hope to come back stronger next season. We hope to see some more changes. Slava Zенит. Большое спасибо. Have a great day. Take care. До свидания.